Okay, so patch 4.1 just came out yesterday, and I just wanted to go over some of the changes that it made for tent mains. So, well, the tent itself wasn't really changed at all. The specials, Vac and Zuka, did both receive buffs. So for the Ink Vac, the explosion radius for the minimum explosion was increased by 50%. And for the large explosion, the explosion radius was increased by 25%. So this means that now Vac can kill more easily with a bigger explosion radius. I wouldn't say more reliably, but it's easier to get kills with it. And it helps with capping certain zones. So here's the large explosion. As you can tell, it's pretty gigantic. First thoughts on this buff would be, well, it's not exactly what I want for Vac. I know there's a lot of people who are really high on Vac right now, but I think if Vac is going to be really good, it's going to need to have some sort of change to the vacuum hitbox itself. Because right now it's still too easy to flank and too cumbersome to use. So while changing the shot isn't like... It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it's not a very large buff as compared to what I've been seeing some people say. Because the shot is not the main focus of the Vac. So the Vac, the main thing is that you want to protect your teammates and yourself, and the shot is just like an after effect. So, but the main thing of Vac is still not quite good enough yet. And for Zuka, basically, it's a very simple change. So the explosion hitboxes, or the explosion damage, sorry. The explosion damage went from 40 to 60 damage. This means that with indirect explosions, you can kill a player in 2 shots. So I think this is kind of unnecessary, because Zuko was already really good before. Well, not really good. It was pretty good before. I didn't think it needed a buff, but if I were to give it a buff, I would change how its hitboxes work, because sometimes they just go through enemies. But this is fine too. So now Zuka can 2-shot opponents with the indirect explosion damage. This basically makes it so that you don't really have to aim as much, so you find yourself getting like a lot more cheap kills. And you know, really good for Tent, because this way, if you hit the explosions, the second shot with the explosions will be able to kill the enemy as well. I know in close quarters sometimes it's difficult to hit the enemies, so now in close quarters it's going to be easier to kill people rushing you. So why don't we first test out the Ink Vac, or the regular Tent. We'll play a couple games to see how it feels, and we'll be doing it next rank. Okay, so the mode ended up changing, but this is a great way to show off how Ink Vac works in Rainmaker. So with Ink Vac and Rainmaker, you can have really strong Rainmaker pushes, where the enemy can't really do anything to stop push unless they have like a wiper. So here, that Dewey's was a little dangerous. We can jump to this beacon, or I can also just roll out and defend the Rainmaker, because they're just going to go for the checkpoint on the left here. Alright. This Roller's in our base right now. Nice kill. Well, they only got checked so far, so it's pretty good. Oh, that was kind of trippy. Let me see who else is on the map, and then, okay, how are we gonna push this? So let me just take the great area here. I know the Dewey's is sitting around here. Got the heavy, nice. Okay. Hope my teammate doesn't die here. Oh, they pop stamps, so there's nothing we can do. But wait. That was dangerous. Rainmaker's kind of stuck here. I want to be careful about that guy sharking over here. Yep, and then with Ink Vac, I can also protect my teammates from like Reef Slider explosions there. See, normally if I wasn't Ink Vacking, that guy would be dead. But because I was Vacking, he survived somehow. I think we can still push this a little. Maybe. Let me get this dualies. Nice. Gotta be careful about this Luna here, otherwise. Okay, teammate wants to take it, that's fine. Then I just gotta kill Luna. Yeah, okay. Let me just give my teammate a tent to work with if they want to. What a great time to push when my tent shield isn't there. He just runs in. It's okay. I have Ink Vac again, so let's see what I can do with this here. Dualies is on the left side, so I gotta be careful about the pinch. And the stamp comes out, so it's better for me to be safe here. Well, I wasn't safe there. But when you're using Ink Vac and they pop stamp, it's best to just hide yourself, like I did for the most part. There's a roller around here that I want to kill. Roller's around the corner now. Nice game. I'm gonna try to push right here again. They have Reef Slider, so it's gonna be a little tough. So I'm gonna make sure I don't die to anything. Yep, there's the Reef Slider. They'll get the kill on the Rainmaker this time, but the push isn't dead quite yet. Here comes a stamp. They just do it. Dualies dropped, and I'm dead here. Where'd my other teammate go? Where they jumped? Oh, there's a dually on the left side. Let me just... Oh, my teammates are great. They got a wipe. Place a beacon down, and then I hope that this time they can go with the tent shield. You know, like when you have a tent on Rainmaker, you're supposed to push from behind the shield. I wish people understood that. They would stop running in front of the shield. Yes, I know. Also, maybe if you guys stopped running in front of the shield, we would have a better push. Let's see what I can get here. This Rainmaker's looking for me. I don't want to let it... Clearly, they're going to get lead here. Oh shit. Nice. This Luna's really weak. Nice crab. You gotta just go. Just go. Just go, I swear. Okay, we have only 8 seconds though, and they didn't get lead somehow, so... Yeah, you can take it into base here. It's a little dangerous, because I don't know who's sharking, but there shouldn't be anyone here anymore. So yeah, sometimes if there's not much time left, you can just take the Rainmaker back into your base, but it is a double-sided sword. So that, you know, if there's like people, they're gonna try to flank in your base, and if they get the kill, then, you know, they can just knock out and get the lead instantly. So you always have to be really careful if you're taking your base into the Rainmaker into the base. Alright, this will be the last Tenta Brella match. And again, Rainmaker on whatever this map is called. It's a pretty good tent map because of the long corridors. And this pop is kind of dangerous here, but I think we can get it. Nice pop. We got 2 people already. Alright, I'm gonna be careful. I don't know where the last dude is. So I'm gonna just take it. We'll go right. So we can get check immediately. I'm not pushing left. Okay, I can help this guy. Splash is weak. Yeah, see? Look at how easy it is to do ink vac pushes. Alright, so again, we gotta defend this time. It's a little tougher with V-Tent. So normally on defense, you kind of just shoot out your tent shield and get paint, build special. Ink vac is a little harder to use on defense, so it's gonna be trickier. Looks like I got the kill fine here. The last two guys are on top of this car. Oh, there's a mine there. I'm just gonna be careful here. Well, not really careful, but I'll just stay alive so I can show off ink vac a little more. Maybe a little worried about. There's a guy shark in the corner. Man, you always have to be careful when you're dropping like that. Always some smart people just end up sitting waiting for you to drop. But our teammates are correct, so not that much of an issue. I want to let my Rainmaker get through here. Bamboo prevented that. Good thing we have beacon set up. This one's gonna get killed easily, so I'm gonna just jump to this one. I shouldn't have died there. So stamp is out. Time to defend again. This dude. Oh yeah. Okay. Still some people around here. I want to be careful about. Yeah. Don't want to leave my Rainmaker alone, but I'm also in a pretty dangerous. I don't want to get dropped on. Comes like bazooka shots. If I had ink vac sooner, I could have gone to kill there or protected my Rainmaker, but there's not much I can do about that one. Yep. Shot is down. The brush is here. If I can get a trade, that'd be cool. No. Okay, this is a little dangerous because it's really easy to push to 23 here. We have to be careful. Nice. I always have a hard time hitting brushes. That was a little dangerous. They have check now. So I'm just going to spend some time painting up base. Painting up mid so that we have some more control. So my teammate is crabbing over there already. I'm going to help him out here and push this bamboo. Nice. Crab and Rainmaker shots. I don't know where the brush is here. Wow, none of us can aim. Anyways, let's move over here and just ignore that brush, shall we? Alright, so the brush is gonna be a nuisance here. The kill with the ink vac, yeah, wasn't the best use. Nice on the bamboo. The brush is still sitting in mid, and the shot just respawned. Ooh, it's a little dangerous here. I might want to jump out. Bamboo's looking at me. Get the shot here. I can get the bamboo too. Nice. I can get this bazooka. Ah. It's so hard. It's a me thing. I really hate aiming against ink brushes. I'm not good at aiming in general, but versus ink brushes especially, it's really hard. The bamboo's watching me here. If I could... Careful. There are two down here, so let's move up. Oh. Nice kill. Teammates are so great. Let's see if I can get the Rainmaker here. Nice! Teammates. And that's great. So, ink vac. Ink vac is pretty nice on Rainmaker. We'll see how many points I got, and then let's talk about ink vac, and then we can talk about bazooka. 10 points. So ink vac, even though the explosion buff helps a bit in terms of like killing and painting, I personally still don't think it's enough. I think it still requires something a little more. So now we can move on to the Sorella tent with Suka, and we can see how things go there. Alright. This time we have another Sorella tent. So Sorella Tenta Brella, the Zuka is really powerful and creates lots of pressure. So we're gonna be using it for kills mainly. I don't have a lot of paint here, so I'm not gonna be pushing. This guy flanking around, and the brain push is, and the tent is here too. It's a pretty difficult situation. Don't know where the tent is now. Oh, they're on the far left. Let me bother this Hydra a bit. The Hydra? The tent is still around here. The tent. Let's pop the Rainmaker and go. I still want to be careful about this. Okay, I guess they're not taking the Rainmaker. I guess I'll have to take the Rainmaker. Oh, my teammates are really great. Hope I don't die to this Stamper. I might die to this. I think they throw it at me. Yeah, they are. I wanted to get a trade there at least then. Well, I'd like to make another push here because 19 isn't really that great of a push, and they have a tent. But we'll defend. Again, defending is the tent is just like pretty much like you shoot out your tent shield and then you build your special. But defending with Sorella is a lot easier because we have mines. So here, I'll place one down here and here. Mines are also great for fights. I know with the other tent you only have beacons, so they don't really beacons. While nice, they don't really help in fights. They're more utility, you know? Meanwhile, mines, I can sort of actively use them. See, my mines helped track that guy down even though I didn't get the kill. And it's also like a nice idea if you die, you can use your mines as soon as you die to mark the person that killed you. The wipe's underneath me here, and the Zuka's looking at me. It's going to be a little hard to get out of this wiper situation here. Got the wiper? Yeah, the thing about Zipcaster is that with Zipcaster, you can aim at the spot that they're zipcasting to. So like when they shoot out the arm thing, you wait for them to land the little arm thing, and then you can shoot at it. It's a little hard to describe. You just basically shoot at where you're going, where they're going. Alright, we can get a couple more points here. Ooh, this is pretty bad. Hydra's on top of here. I'm so dead. At least let me cool her before I die. Ooh, we can get it. I can get this. Maybe not. You're gonna drop this, I know. Man, but it's still good. I had cooler. So we get to go right back in. And I still can't hit the shot. And I still can't hit the shot. Thank God I forgot. Finally hit the shot. It's a lot easier to defend with Sorella too. Not just the mines, but Zuka helps a lot. With Zuka, you can threaten like from long range. That's not really something that Tent ever had, I guess. Even though I died right there. My teammates are pretty good though, so I think this should be fine. Tent is here. Yeah, and zip goes through tent. So that's always fun. They got check, but they also have 10 seconds. I don't need to do anything too crazy here. Just gonna prevent them from picking up. And even if they do pick up, I have the mines, which will kill them. So you can see how nice it is to have like mines and Zuka. And you can see in that game, with Zuka I didn't really have to aim as much. So that's going to be like a big thing with the new Zuka. With the 2-shot, you don't really have to hit your shots anymore. Which is kind of weird to say. Okay, Rainmaker again. Agendaz. And a Wiper, our worst enemy. And the custom Wiper means that they'll be spamming missiles. Honestly, I hate the first Wiper because it has stamp, but I also hate the second Wiper because it has missiles. All the Wipers are just so annoying for Tent to deal with. It's not a good idea to push grades here, but I'm just putting pressure on this area. Oops, I got found out. So, gonna have to defend again. Nice kill. Just make sure that Sploosh doesn't get coming in, killing us. Sploosh is around the corner here. If we can rain. And nope. Okay, it's pretty okay. Wait for the pop, and there's 2 guys here. That dynamo's really weak. Okay. Wiper is down, there's a guy here. I can get the kill on the dynamo maybe, but I don't want to push it too hard. I'm almost to Zuka after all. Be a little careful. I don't think they're gonna try to push to the right here. Got 2. The last guy isn't even weak. It's a little dangerous. I don't know where the Sploosh is, so it's hard for me to push around. And I really want to know where everyone is before I want to. Okay, I know where the Sploosh is now. Rainmaker doesn't die here. I'll give the Rainmaker a little shield, but they're gonna have to, yeah. Oh boy. Ah, the rain is weak. Okay. It's 2 down again. We're only 3 points off, so it's only check. Okay, one of us went down. Okay, we got the Dynamo here, and I have Zuka. It's a little difficult to pick up here. I have to clear out this entire area first. Got the Wiper. Couldn't get the other Zuka. I think I can drop here. Sploosh is around the corner. We got their check, but we're still 1 point off because they already got check. This is a really close game. It's a really close game. It's really difficult to get good Zuka shots in. Don't want to be too bunched up, especially with the Rainmaker here too. There's a mine here for safety purposes. Looks like they popped missiles. Nice kill. I don't know where the Wiper is. Nice kill. Okay. I don't think this is the way to go, but I have Zuka. Dynamo is here. Viper is down. There's another dude on the left. Nice! Okay. I couldn't protect my teammate, but... Okay. Well, we got the 22 though. the fabled Greats jump. 22 is still not a good lead, so we have to be careful around here. I don't think they'll go for the right side like we did. Ah, shoot. I reacted too slow. This might be really bad. So we might be able to pick off the Rainmaker. Or not. It's okay. Okay. Some mines. I keep on pushing in too far. This Rainmaker is really good. I'm feeding a little too much. Okay. So Rainmaker's down. All we have to do is not let them pop. So all we have to do, not let them pop. And they won't get overtime. Very simple. So if you're in situations like this, where your teammates bail you out and they kill the Rainmaker, all you have to do is not let them pop, and they won't get overtime. That's probably the last Zuka tent we'll play. Very clean 3-0 and a plus 27. As you can see, I was mainly using Zuka in those matches, and I was getting a lot of my kills through Zuka. And I think my verdict is, so if I had to give it a rating, the VAC buff would be a 2 out of 5 for the tent. Just because, you know, even though the shot was buffed a lot, I don't think it moves the needle that much. The VAC still needs to be better. And I don't know if I'd put any specials below it for now. I still think it's one of the worst specials in the game. It just has like a little bit of niche use now. As for the Zuka buff, I would give it a solid 4 out of 5. It makes killing a lot easier now, and which is great, especially for Sorella tent, where Zuka's just your tool of killing enemies that are far away, killing people running up to you. I think there's a time where I Zuka'd someone that was trying to rush me, and I didn't hit the shot, but I got the indirects and I killed them, which I think is something that wouldn't happen in like last patch. So solid Sorella tent buff. I don't know if that makes it like really good. I think it's still just mid. I think Sorella tent's still just like a mid-class weapon, middle of the pack. But I think this improves the regular tent to it makes it a little bit more usable. Alright, so that's my summary of the tent patches, or the tent patch. Of course there's other buffs in the patch that I won't be going over because I didn't look at them. I only play tent. This is the only thing on my brain, so I hope that this was informative, and hope that new players will find tent fun to pick up. And as always, hope you have a happy time camping.